I'm so sorry for those technical difficulties we've been facing, but you haven't missed much as no runs have been plated. We've been facing. That one's line back foul. Bottom half of the 7th inning. It's a 10-5 ball game. Here comes the full count pitch. Runner on second. Nobody out. Here it is. That's line foul. Alongside of first. Bottom half of the 7th inning. 10-5 ball game. Here it comes. Popped him up in the infield. Telly Hill, newly into the game, is going to come around and make the catch.
23, 17. Your attention, please. Now batting for Stompers number 17, Jack Alyaga.
Here comes the pitch. Slider comes over the inside corner. No balls and a strike. That ball's driven to center field, but calmly under it to make the catch.
Now batting number 32, Tyler Martinez.
Two men out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 10-5. One ball and no strikes. Here it is. One misses low, 2-0. Tyler Martinez grounded out in his only at bat off the bench. And he's ready. One misses off the corner. That one's poured over and the count's even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 2 outs. Man at second. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Stompers doubling up the anchors. 10-5 here in Sonoma. The pitch. Chop towards second. High hop. The fires to first in time to get him. We head to the top of the 8th. Anchors still trail the Stompers 10-5, and Sweet Carolina's playing here in Sonoma. You'd feel like it's the 8th inning at Fenway. A song played halfway through the 8th inning at Fenway Park in Boston, and as a Yankees fan, this brings back nothing but bad memories. But that's besides the point, because we're watching Anchors baseball today, not the Yanks. The Yankees head to LA for a 3-game set with the Dodgers in Chavez Ravine. Jacob Young is called upon to hold on to a very comfortable 10-5 lead. The Yankees need some offense, and they need it quick. Pitch misses off the corner as well. Takla, Zulaika, and Wetzel are the 3 due for the Yankees, but who knows who can emerge from that dugout. Substitutions galore already for Cheney and Livingston's squad. Let's see if they dip into that bench one more time. Aguayo steps in against Jacob Young.
For the Sonoma Stompers, number 52, Jacob Young. Number 17, now batting, number 27, Brendan Bell.
Brendan Bell steps in against Young and cuts and misses at a fastball. The lefty comes down with a 3/4 motion, throwing hard out of that Stomper pen. He's ready. And that's lined over the head of the first baseman down the right field line. Bell's going to turn at first and hold there with an RBI single. And the leadoff man aboard here. Brendan Bell comes off the bench to do his job, and Carson Vance will pinch hit.
Now batting, number 15, Carson Vance.
So that's going to be the day for Luis Zulaika. He walked and struck out twice, so a big 3 true outcomes day for the kid.
Carson Vance, 15.
Pitch misses up and away. Vance out of Kanata College hit .333 in just 4 games his freshman year. And to Carlmont High School. 1 ball and no strikes. Here it is. Vance cuts and misses 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Bell leads away from first. Anchors 5 runs on just 4 hits. Off-speed pitch drops in 1-2.
I wouldn't know. I'd never hit one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Vance strikes out swinging. And that was just a beautiful pitch mix. From Young, he went fastball to start him off, swerve right down the middle, and then gasses him up with a fastball again.
Now batting, number 0, Brady Wetzel.
Brady Wetzel, his second at bat off the bench. Rounded out to second. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Here it comes, and it's spoiled foul. And it's quickly 0-2.
If you were the owner,
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bell away from first. Young's pitch. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. That pitch is just unhittable. And Carson's going to tell his teammate Caleb Velo anything he can on how to contact the ball off Young, but I don't know if it's going to help.
Caleb Velo.
So back-to-back Ks after the leadoff single. Velo grounded out to first in his first at-bat off the bench. Split time for most of these guys as Dustin Cheney's made a substitution at every position at this point. No one up in the pen for either team. One ball and no strikes. And first to pick back to first. A nice move from the lefty, but Bell dives in safely.
Two 2 balls, no strikes.
That pitch gets to the screen. Bell has a late break, but he's going to get there without a throw, and it counts 3-0. The Anchors need base runners any way they can get them as they trail by 5 here in the 8th. Here comes the 3-0, taking all the way, and he takes a fastball over the outside corner, 3-1. Top of the order waiting on deck. Velo's late on a fastball, and the count's full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 8th inning. 10-5, Stompers in control. Here comes the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the second base umpire. And that's going to do it in the 8th for the Anchors. Halfway. We've played 7.5. It's 10-5. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jordan Bolden's going to stay out there for the Anchors and just pick up 3 more outs here in the 8th, and then the offense needs 5 to make this ballgame continue. No windup for Bolden. It's all out of a stretch. Let's look at the Oakland A's. Last couple games, I was actually at that one Wednesday when they lost to the Braves 4-2, but the Oakland A's are a baseball team that have won 12 games this season, 12-46. They just took 2 out of 3 from a Braves team that is perennially in the NLCS these past few years. So really anything can happen in baseball, including the 12-win A's beating the 12-46 A's beating a 35-win Braves team, and maybe an Anchor squad can score 6 in the top of the 9th and give us some more baseball here at Arnold Field. Beltram, Gran, and Maldonado will be the 3. Jordan Bolden's second inning of work. The throw down. And we're ready for some bottom of the 8th baseball.
Now batting, number 40, Derek Bertrand.
4, 5, and 6, but all these players have been pinch hit for at some point. in to get his sign in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. Misses 2 balls and a strike. Anything is just extra insurance at this point. Stompers already lead by 5 here in the 8th. That one catches in the corner. Bolden can only really control the fastball at this point on the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a curveball strikes him out swinging. That brings up Hunter Graham. Doubled in his first at bat off the bench. He's going to pick up another. And Jeremy Maldonado has come out on deck, and that would be his 5th at bat of the game. No one's gotten to that point. That ball's ground towards short. A high hop, the throw across the diamonds offline. Telly Hill can't come down with it and chalk up an E6 to Jack Bollinger.
It's Jeremy Maldonado.
So Bolden getting no help from his defense, but let's see if he can roll up this double play and get his team back in the dugout. Jeremy Maldonado, as I said, hits his 5th plate appearance, but not at bat. He's walked twice, singled, and struck out. 1 for 2 on the day. Been on base 3 times. Here comes the pitch, misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch catches the outside corner, 2 balls and 1 ball and 1 strike. Caught on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes to Jeremy Maldonado in his 5th at bat of the day. Here comes the 1-2. Bolden's ready and fires. Struck him out. So that ball went up out of play. There's a runner on first, so there's no drop third strike in effect. And that ball popped up over the screen, and they're going to put the runner on second base. So a strikeout and a wild pitch puts the runner on second. So an E6 and a wild pitch has a runner on second base with 2 men out. Second strikeout of the inning for Bolden, and he fires the first pitch fastball up above the letters, 1 ball and no strikes. Here it comes. That's popped up. Bermuda Triangle out there in right center. On the run to make the catch from right. That's a nice play. And that's going to do it for the Stompers in the 8th. Last chance for the Anchors coming up. They trail 10-5. Hayden Hall comes out of the pen.
Your attention, please. number 4.
Hayden Hall will be tasked with getting the last 3 outs of this ball game, barring any sort of a comeback, let me say. And he's going to face the top of the anchor order. Bollinger, Boyle, and Henning. Let's see if they can muster up anything off the last man out of the anchor pen. Stomper pen, beg your pardon. And that's going to start with Jack Bollinger, the shortstop, coming up from the left side. Made an error in the top half of the frame. Let's see if he can make up for it. Three outs left for a rally. Let's see what they can do.
Now batting. Number 2, Jack Bollinger.
Bollinger standing in from the left side. Swings at the first pitch and bounces it towards second. 1 pitch, 1 out of the bullpen, and Anchors have 2 left to try and rally.
Now batting. Number 13, J.P. Boyle.
J.P. Boyle stands in 0 for 4 on the day. Tough day at the office for the center fielder. Grounded out to second and third and popped out to third and short. Boyle looking to turn around what can be a tough day and looking to turn around what's been a tough game for the Anchors. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Connor Hennings has come out on deck. A thinned out crowd here in Sonoma as we enter hour number 3 of this Collegiate League matchup. That one misses inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Now batting. Number 26, Connor Henning.
Difficulties all day here. Don't usually cover away games, but it's the top half of the 9th inning. The Stompers lead the Anchors 10-5. Down to their last chance. 1-1, 1 out runner on first. That one's a called strike in the count, even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Hall tasked to get the last 3 outs. He's gotten 1 of them and given up a walk. Henning walked twice, singled, and grounded out. That one's chopped towards second. Could be 2, hit too slowly, and he's going to throw to first time to get Henning. And Telly Hill will be the last chance. Telly Hill, the switch hitter, batting from the left side.
Number 6, Telly Hill.
J.P. Boyle standing at second. 2 outs in the ninth. Hill takes ball 1. Anchors won the first game in team history on Tuesday, beating the North Bay Kings 2-0, but looks like that record's going to fall to 500 here tonight. That's bounced foul. The Stompers, on the other hand, lost to the Leghorns 6-2 last night right here, and this could even up that record. 2 more games still to play in this 3-game set from Arnold Field. I will not be on the call for those, but next Wednesday, game prep comes to Pat Bale Field in Alameda, and I'll see you right back here on live on YouTube at Alameda Anchors. I'll see you for the game prep and the anchors there. 1-2 to Telly Hill. Here, before the 1-2, out to the mound for a meeting as Hill's waiting for a 1-2 pitch. That ball gets past the catcher, and to third goes Boyle. And it's 2-2 to Telly Hill. Second at bat of the day for Telly. Struck out swinging off the bench with a couple men on back in the 7th. Last chance for the Anchors. Here comes the 2-2, and Telly Hill stays alive. Game not over just yet here from Arnold Field. Shalom Rosenberg waiting on deck. Would be next. Here comes the 2-2. Hill takes in the counts full 3-2. Hull just can't seem to put this ball game away. Here's the next 3-2. Hill lines that one fair. Down the right field line. He's motoring in towards second. The throw is late, and Telly Hill makes it a 10-6 ball game. Shalom Rosenberg, the next man to bat.
Now batting, number 30, Shalom Rosenberg.
Rosenberg struck out swinging in the 7th. He takes low. Hill not a threat to go out there at second.
Go ahead.
1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0 at the knees. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-1 to Rosenberg. Hill away from second. That's bounced towards the hole. High hop. The throw across the diamond in time. And that's going to do it. That's going to be all she wrote from Arnold Field here in Sonoma. Your final score, Stompers 10, Anchors 6. 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth is your 10 for the Stompers, 4 in the fourth for the Anchors. They tacked on 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 9th. I want to thank everybody here at Sonoma for being so welcoming and letting me call this away Anchors game here in the booth. For Tony Sasachi, I'm Kieran Costa, saying so long from Sonoma.